Hello everyone again, this is Poet SmartTech Energy, and thanks for joining me today again on this another episode of SmartTech TV. You must be wondering, why am I always shooting videos from the car? And the answer is very simple. Utah is a booming market in terms of solar, and I'm always on the road, seeing other clients and educating them about solar technology and solar benefits and what have you. So I'm actually on the way to see another customer of ours. So today I want to clear again, I guess, the misconception or misunderstanding about the efficiency of the solar panels. And the reason why I want to shoot this short video is because I've noticed a lot of, like I said, misunderstandings, about this particular subject, from solar reps and from homeowners. There's a lot of people running around saying, oh, my panels are 19% efficient, my panels are 20% efficient, etc., etc. So just so you can understand and so I can make it clear to you, I want to make sure that you understand how the efficiency of solar panel is calculated. So basically the efficiency of solar panel is calculated nominal power of panel in watts, so let's say 300 watts, divided by square meter of that panel, of the area of the panel. And I shouldn't say most, but pretty much all the 60 cell panels, which is the standard residential size of the solar panel, it's 1.675 millimeters by 960 millimeters. So basically, as you probably know how to calculate the area, you calculate 1675 millimeters times 960 millimeters. That's gonna give you the area of about 1.610 square meters. So like I mentioned before, you take 300 watts, for instance, divided by 1.610, and that's gonna give you about 18.7% efficiency. If you have a 285 watt panel, then again 285 divided by the 1.610 is going to give you about 17.8, 17.9 efficiency. And then if you have a 310 watt panel, same thing, that's about a little bit over 19% efficiency. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day where you get your panels from. You can get them from Solar World, you can get them from Central Solar, from Canadian Solar, or Trina, or whatever that is. As long as you have 60 cell, regular 60 cell solar panel, then the efficiency is going to be equivalent to that formula that I just gave you. But here's the truth behind efficiency. Okay, the most important thing in efficiency of solar panel is not actual efficiency, but it's efficiency in terms of kilowatt hour production, which means basically how many kilowatt hours particular panel can produce from each kilowatt peak installed. Okay, now just so you know, the ideal temperature for solar panel production is 25 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So you have to ask yourself this question, like, wherever you live, it could be somewhere on the East Coast, could be high desert Arizona area, California, Nevada, or Utah in this instance, and ask yourself how many days throughout the year you have 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, and my guess would be probably not many. Especially in Utah, in the Salt Lake City Valley, the Salt Lake Valley, we probably have 85, maybe during May or a little bit of June, maybe a couple days in April if you're lucky. But most of the time it gets pretty hot, especially during the summer. We have 3-digit temperatures and gets really dry. So just to give you an example, like if I would install 285 watt panel in Park City, okay, and for those who don't know, Park City is actually small city in about 30 miles, half an hour east of Salt Lake City, which is located in the mountains on the elevation of 7,000 feet. So if I install 285 watt panel system in on regular residential home, 30-degree angle facing south, for instance, and then I install, let's say, very similar, let's say the same size system but with 300 watt panels in the Salt Lake Valley. That means that during summer especially, those 285 watt panels would perform better in Park City. Those will produce more kilowatt hours because the temperature, the climate area is a lot better for producing kilowatt hours from solar panel. Okay, so when you look at the system, when you look at the offer of solar system for your home, okay, don't look at the wattage of the panels, because that, at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a huge difference. You have to look at it, different aspects of it. Like, what kind of angle those panels are installed on my roof? Is there any shading? Is there any obstruction? Is it facing south? The azimuth, obviously, of it, and what kind of a kilowatt hour from kilowatt peak that system will produce. Okay, so again, don't have this misunderstanding that just because you have a higher wattage panels, that system will produce more kilowatt hours, throughout the year. Which I know a lot of people, live with this misconception, and that's what they go by. And I hear a lot of different, statements like, oh, I have 315 panels, you only have 285s, which means that my panels are better. In this case, it's not necessarily true. It's the same thing if you live like, high desert Arizona or high desert California, Nevada area. The panels might produce a little bit better because you have a lot of sun. However, in the long term, they will not perform as good because the hot temperatures of 3 digits, or sometimes even high 3 digits, will degrade those panels a lot quicker. So at the end of the day, you might be having 300 watt panels, but those panels will not perform as good and will not produce as much as electricity as you would expect them to produce, just because you are in those in those high desert and pretty much all year long sun areas. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that that video clears that misconception and or misunderstanding about the efficiency of the panel. And if you have any other questions and concerns please place them below that video, and I'll be more than happy to answer them at the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and till next time, take care.